Did you know that in the tiny little Netherlands there's a total length of drinking water pipelines and wastewater pipelines? If you would connect all these pipelines to one single pipeline, you could go around the world 6 times. The majority of these pipelines have been installed just after the Second World War, meaning that today the age is reaching between the 60 and even 80 years. All these pipelines are hidden under the ground, so we can't see the actual condition of these pipelines. So the owners of the pipelines can't decide whether they can stay in the ground a little longer or that they need replacement. Just waiting is not a safe strategy anymore, because if you wait too long, we get a massive amount of pipe failures and water leakages. So the pipeline owners need to have data on their pipelines so they can make decisions whether to replace the pipeline or leave them in the ground. Aging underground pipelines is not a Dutch problem, it's a global problem, and it has serious consequences for our society. In many countries around the world, 20 up to 40% of drinking water is leaking away from the water supplier to the households. And also leaking wastewater can have serious consequences for the environment. Therefore, it's critical for pipeline owners to know the exact condition of their pipelines so they can take actions on it. We are Acquaint. We have developed a technology using ultrasound to provide those insights to owners of pipelines. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary this year, and in the first few years of our existence we have done a lot of piloting in the Netherlands to develop the technology further. Today we are delivering commercial projects on a weekly basis, not only in the Netherlands but also in the rest of Europe, in the US and in the Middle East. Best available technology till a few years ago to assess the condition of a pipeline was taking out a sample and investigate that sample. That is called destructive testing. We have a non-destructive solution. You only need to open up the pipeline, put our tool inside, close the pipeline again and put the pressure back on. Then the tool will flow, or swim if you like, with the water for many kilometers in one go. During the travel, it will make very detailed recordings of the wall thickness, so the tool can see whether there's corrosion, for example, in the pipeline. Also, it tells you exactly where and how deep the pipeline is located. Over the past few years, we have started to make serious impact at Acquaint. Today, we have inspected more than 135 projects with a total length of 500 kilometers. The information and insights we have provided to the clients enables them to take actions where needed. For example, where a leak starts to happen, they can replace the pipeline. But more importantly, they also understand where the pipeline does not need any replacement. They can keep the money in their pocket and spend it at places where it's needed. So the insights that we are delivering to our clients enables them to prioritize their investments. This is the technology we have developed at Acquaint. We call it the Aquarius tool. As you can see, it's built up of a foam part and a sensor part. So the foam part is a spongy foam that can follow the curves of a pipeline in any direction. But it also cleans the pipeline at the inside. At the rear, you see this black part, and that's where the ultrasound sensors are installed. And the ultrasound sensors are sending a sound wave towards the wall, and then when it hits the wall it echoes back. But it also penetrates the wall and then it echoes back as well. And those two echoes provide an exact condition of the pipe wall. So it will tell you where there is, for example, corrosion and where the pipeline is still in good condition. At the rear you see the wheels, and the wheels are spinning and telling us what distance the tool has traveled. What makes this technology truly unique is that it can be applied in a live pipeline. So after inserting the tool in the pipeline, it can stay under pressure and it can travel for many kilometers in one go while it's in operation. Underground water pipelines are aging at an unprecedented rate. But also climate change is happening, which is putting a lot of pressure on our global water infrastructure. We at Acquaint are supporting owners of pipelines to make the right decisions, to prevent leakages on one hand, but also to invest in their network where it's needed. This will ensure a future reliable water supply around the world.